Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Nev and this is Rainbow Tarot UK. So lovely to have you here again joining me for this pick a card reading. If you're new, then welcome. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much again for popping by. Today we are doing your immediate messages for the next 7 days. So what do you need to hear about the next 7 days? What do you need to know? So we've got our 3 piles to choose from. I'm using the Kipper deck for these 3 cards. So we've got pile number 1, which is card number 34, and has got the word occupation on it, with the Unakite here. So there you go. Sorry, there you go. Then we have pile number 2, which is card number 21, and it has the word family room on it. And that's with Calcite. And then we've got pile number 3 that has the word courthouse, and that's card number 23 with the zebra Jasper. So those are your 3 piles to choose from. Just go for the one that feels right. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, then that's absolutely fine. I always say, to listen to as many piles as you feel drawn to. That's absolutely fine. But otherwise, I'll see you really, really soon in your reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number 1, welcome back to your reading. Thanks ever so much for joining me. Today we are doing what are your immediate messages, what does Spirit need to let you know for the next 7 days. And you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is the card that says occupation, card number 34, plus the Unakite stone here. Fabulous. So I hope everyone's doing really well, sending you all my love and light as always, reminding you that it's just a general reading, so please take the messages that resonate with you. But the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to look at what is the general energy. First of all, we're going to focus on what's the sort of general energy for the next 7 days for you. Then we're going to look at what what opportunities are coming in for you, what challenges, what you don't see coming, and advice and outcome. So for the general energy, I'm going to use this card as well. So we have the card occupation. Now for some of you, it might be that the next 7 days is you focusing in whatever capacity on work, because this is really a work card, and obviously it has the word occupation. So it may be that for the next 7 days, a lot of you have a focus or an emphasis on work in one form or another. So let's see how that plays out. Let's just put that there. Okay, now for some of you as well, it might be that you're focusing in on something around working for yourself or having some kind of idea. Maybe you're reflecting on that as well, either as a side hustle or a main thing. Perhaps you do work for yourself already, but it could be some of you are kind of like, if you don't work for yourself, maybe some of you are thinking about that or beginning to think about that as a possibility, because 34 comes down to 7, and 7 is all about introspection, contemplation, a lot of solitude as well. And here we have this woman working on her own, and it made me feel of soul, people who work on their own or for themselves. So let's see how that plays out. Or you might be thinking as well of adding some sort of skill or doing some kind of course or something whereby you add more skills or add more strings to your bow or offer something more within your current work situation. So that could also be that you're thinking about taking up some kind of skill or course or something which is going to add to what you already offer in the workplace. Let's put that there. There we go. It's the Unakite. I'm going to put that there. So let's get out a rune actually. So what's the general energy for pile number 1 over the next 7 days? What is the general energy? Let's take out that one. What is this rune? What is the general energy for them? So we have the rune of Gebo. Okay. Well, Gebo is kind of like a gift. It's shown here with a swan. Okay, let's get out some tarot before we say anything. What is the general energy for pile number 1 over the next 7 days? What's the general energy for them? So we have the 5 of Candles. And we have the 5 of Good Cheer, which is the 5 of Cups. What's the overarching energy? Is the Wheel of Good, the Wheel of, I was going to say the Wheel of Good Fortune. It's actually the Wheel of the Year, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Right, okay. This is interesting. Let me just get some cards out on the opportunities before I say anything. What is the opportunity? See what the opportunities are for you. What is the opportunity that's coming in for pile number 1 over the next 7 days? What's the opportunity? So we have intuition. What is the opportunity for pile number 1? Next 7 days. What's the opportunity? We've got 3 here. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, and the Death card. Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? The 4 of Wands. Alright, let me just move that over slightly so we've got a little bit more room here. I'm going to put that here for now. Just put that there for now. Okay, so let's have a little think about this. Okay, so I feel like the next 7 days, it might be a little bit of a roller coaster ride for you in terms of your emotions, but it's definitely going to come out in your favour, because maybe there's been you've been worried about work, or there's been some problems with work, or maybe you've had disappointment in the sphere of work, challenges. Maybe you're worried about something official to do with work, or maybe a contract or references or something like that. There's some sort of paperwork, because these guys are holding a paper looking a bit worried, that's causing a little bit of a challenge around your work situation. But actually you have Gebo, which is a gift. It's about partnership. So I would say that you are going to get a surprise in the next 7 days, which maybe you might not be expecting, which is going to go in your favour. So I feel like it could be, because you've got in the opportunities an Ace of Pentacles, some sort of opportunity. So maybe some of you are also looking for work or wanting some opportunity in work. Maybe there's a promotion or something like that you've been going for, or something that you're waiting maybe on the results for. So maybe you went for an interview, or you're waiting to see if you got on that course that's going to get you into, the sphere of work that you want to be in. And maybe there's a bit of waiting around. Maybe you're thinking, oh no, I'm not going to get this. This isn't going to happen for me. Maybe there's some other paperwork that they come back to you and they say, well, we need a little bit of this and we need a little bit of that. And it causes worry or stress or disappointment. But in actual fact, it will turn out to be in your favour. It will go in your favour. You will get the result that you want, and you will do, you'll get that job, you'll go on that course, you'll get the thing that you want. Maybe there's also something around you, if you did want to work for yourself, maybe there's something about you having to provide some kind of paperwork or register with the Inland Revenue or your taxes or something like that, and you have some worry during the week, but then it turns in your favour. It's going to go in your favour, and you're going to be able to get what you want work-wise, because I see in your opportunities here that there is an opportunity for you, a chance of a new beginning here. Stress and worry, but turning into transformation, because remember, this is about the opportunities. So I feel like you're being asked, I feel like maybe intuitively deep down inside you know it's going to be all right, because you've got the 4 of Wands here, which is, about celebration. It's about reaching a milestone. It's about taking a break, having a rest, feeling good. So I feel like maybe it's been a worrying time for you at work. Maybe it's been a stressful time for you at work. But deep down, intuitively, you know that things are going to be okay, and it's going to transform for you. So you don't need to have all this worry and stress. In fact, if anything, the 9 of Swords is often a card where we're allowing our thoughts to get the better of us, our negative thoughts to get the better of us. And I can see that the opportunity is that is going to transform for you. It's not going to go down in the way that you think it's going to go down, or that you're worried about that it's going to go down. There's actually going to be good fortune for you here with the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to turn out in your favour, and I can't help feeling it's got something to do with maybe this opportunity being offered to you, being gifted to you. For some of you, that might be a little bit of an increase in money as well. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles isn't a huge amount of money, but there is, I've noticed a Pentacle here as well. So there might be a little bit of an increase in money with that for you. Okay, fantastic. So now let's look at the challenges. So we discussed a little bit on the challenges, but let's have a look at the challenges for you for the next 7 days. So what's the challenges for pile number 1 for the next 7 days? We have enter at your own risk with a pause. Enter at your own risk. Okay. Let's get out some. What are the challenges for pile number 1 in the next 7 days? What are their challenges? So we've got the 2 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. What's at the bottom? The Queen of Wands. What are your challenges? For some of you, maybe this is something you might be trying to handle 2 things at once. So maybe whatever we've been talking about is just one part of your work. But maybe with the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands, you've also got something else that you do that you'd like to keep hold of, that you'd like to carry on doing. For some of you, that might be a sideline or a side hustle. Maybe it's something that you love as well. So maybe this is something which you do, for many of you, to pay the bills or to survive or whatever. But there's something else as well that you do, because we've got 2s here, which you love, which is like a dream for you, okay? And maybe you're worried that when this thing comes through for you, that might be sabotaged or jeopardised in some way, because you've got to enter at your own risk. So that could be one way of reading it. Yeah, some of you might have a side hustle or a dream thing that you do where you really want to be popular at it, or you really want to be good at it, or you really want to it to work for you, and maybe you've been working hard on that. And but sometimes if you go into a main job or a main occupation, then that takes up a lot of your time, doesn't it? So you don't always feel that you've got time maybe to do this side hustle, this side thing that you really love. And so you're worried that that might be put on pause, that you might not be able to give that as much time. That could be something that's going on for some of you. You could also it could also as well be that your challenges are, which was what we've also touched on here, that this thing that you're unsure about, or you feel like isn't going to happen, or is not going to materialize, that is your challenge. So for some of you, it might be a wish fulfillment or a dream for you, and you're worried or challenged that it's not going to be stable and settled. It's not going to come through for you. There's going to be more delays. It's going to be put on hold. And you're not going to get what you want here. That's the challenge for you, that you're worried that you're not going to get what you want, that it's going to be, or it's going to take longer. It's going to take longer to come through than what you thought it was going to come through, or the amount of time that you thought it was going to take to come through for you. For some of you, I can't help feeling that there might be a fear around being popular, or around being seen somehow to do with this. So take that how it resonates for some of you. There's something around maybe a fear around being seen or being popular, or some of you might, I don't know, sabotage your success in some way, or not be able to cope with success, or not think success is going to come to you in some way. That could be your challenges as well. Okay, so let's see what you don't see coming. So what doesn't pile number 1 see coming? What don't they see coming? What don't they see coming in the next 7 days? What don't they see coming? We have divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow the Tao. The divine flow at all costs. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that right. The divine flow at all costs. Okay. Let's get some of these out. So what doesn't pile number 1 see coming? What don't they see coming? So we've got the 6 of Wands, and we've got the Moon. Yeah, you definitely, I mean, talk about not seeing it coming. The Moon is a card of not seeing something coming. With the 2 of Swords, yeah. You definitely don't see it coming with the 2 of Swords and the Moon, but this is victory. So I feel like you are definitely going to have success. You're definitely going to have victory. I think it's got something to do with you just being worried about something over work, delays, not being given what you want, being worried about that, being stressed about that, thinking it's not going to come for you, but it is. That's what you don't see coming. There is 6 of Wands is victory and success. So you are going to get the victory, the success, the outcome that you want. You are going to be happy with that. So even if this thing is just for you to be able to, even if it's to do with work in the sense that you're just going to get that job that's going to mean that you are able to, you know, have an income, support your family, support yourself, or even if it's that dream job that you want, that dream thing that you want, that is it's going to come for you. You're definitely going to have it because you've got the 6 of Wands here. So it's going to relieve you from a sense of stuckness and also not knowing. So maybe the energy up until now has been a sense of not knowing, a sense of stuckness, a sense of delays, of, you know, all of that kind of stuff. But actually you are going to get the thing that you want. Okay, so let's have some cards on advice and outcome. Okay, what's the advice and outcome? We already kind of know it a bit, don't we? What's the advice and outcome for pile number 1? What's the advice and outcome? I feel like it's that one there. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Yeah, we've got emotional release, and I feel like it's going to be a relief for you. I feel like with the emotional release here, it's going to be an absolute relief for you. I'm going to use these ones, use that one there. When it's finally settled, and you get the news that you want, or you get the go-ahead that you want, or you get the victory that you want, it's actually going to be a relief for you. What's the outcome and advice for pile number 1 here? We've got the 3 of Swords. We've got Justice, exactly. We've got the 5 of Wands. And we have the Son of Wands, which is actually the Knight of Wands. Yeah. So I would say that the outcome is justice here. So you're going to get that, you are actually going to get that fair outcome that you are looking for, right? Definitely. With the Justice and with the Knight of Wands. So things might move very quickly. All of a sudden things are going to move very quickly, and they're going to be going in the direction that you desire. And I feel like, but leading up to that outcome, you know, you might put yourself through the mill a bit. And that's what you're doing here with the 5 of Candles and the 5 of Good Cheer. You know, you are thinking the worst with the 3 of Swords here. The 5 of Wands, again, it's challenging, right? You might be in a situation where you're competing with others, maybe for a job, or you're competing with others to get onto something, or it just feels challenging, right? And maybe you feel like you've been put through the mill a bit to try and get access to this thing, and it's led to a lot of pain, but you are actually going to have the outcome that you want. And it's going to be, with all these tears, you're going to finally say, oh my God, thank God this has finally come through for me. It's finally transformed for me. and I can move forwards now in a positive way in the direction that I desire. And look at that, it's come right under the Six of Wands, which is victory. So pile number 1, I feel like you're just going to sigh. I feel like at the end of this reading, I just want to sigh of relief. I feel like that's what's going to happen for the next 7 days. You're just going to, by the end of the 7 days, it's going to be like an absolute relief. And that's probably why I said at the beginning of the reading, I think I said at the beginning of the reading, it might be a bit of a roller coaster for you emotionally. But anyway, pile number 1, that has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do subscribe. Give me a loving thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hi pile number 2, welcome back to your reading. So today we are doing what are your immediate messages for the next 7 days? What does Spirit need you to know? What do they want to tell you? And you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is card number 21, and it says family room. Okay, and also the orange calcite here. So lovely. How's everyone doing? Is everyone doing well? I really hope so, and I'm sending you all my love and light as always, and of course reminding you that it is a general reading, so please just take the messages that fit with you, that that you feel okay about, that suit your situation. So let's get straight to it. Now the way that I'm going to do it, like I did in pile number 1, we are going to be looking at what is the general energy for you over the next 7 days. What do you generally need to hear? And then also we're going to be looking at opportunities, we're going to be looking at challenges, what you don't see coming, and then the advice and outcome for the next 7 days. So we're going to use this card for the general energy. Now you've got a family room. Now this looks like a very comfortable setting, doesn't it? It looks very comfortable, very cozy. It's a home. So maybe there is an emphasis for some of you on the home this week, on family, on spending time with family and being with family, maybe entertaining family, all of that kind of stuff. Thinking about having a family or creating a family maybe. Let's see. Okay, so let's get out some other cards. Let's get a rune out as well. So what's the general energy for pile number 2 in the next 7 days? What's the general energy for them for the next 7 days? So we have got Gebo. Now we had Gebo in pile number 1. Well, Gebo is a gift. Funnily enough, it is all about partnerships. Giving and receiving. Okay, so maybe you're thinking about relationships a lot this week, or that's coming up for you in the next 7 days. There's a focus on relationships, maybe on family relationships, but let's get the tarot out and see. What's the general energy for the next 7 days for pile number 2, please? The general energy for the next 7 days. So we have that one, which is the Fool, which is a child in this deck. It's actually the Fool. And then we have the 2 of Candles, which is the 2 of Wands. And then the bottom of the deck is Balance. Yeah, I think a lot of you this week will be thinking a lot about family relationships or friends and loved ones as well, because here we've got all this woman sending all these Christmas cards, reaching out, really, connecting. So it could be as well that you're very much into relationships and connections this week. That's very important to you. Maybe you're remembering people from long ago. Sometimes we write Christmas cards to people that we only maybe do it once a year to. So you're spending a lot of time focusing on maybe past friends and family, loved ones, maybe people that you want to send, communicate with or reach out to. Now we've got the Fool card here, which is new beginnings. So maybe you're thinking about a new beginning with someone. I can't help feeling it might be in the realm of relationships here, because we don't really have any. We do have a sense of, I feel like we have more like relationship cards here. So I feel like many of you are thinking maybe of having a new beginning. Some of you might be thinking of having a baby, or starting a family, because this card is the Child, which is the Fool card. It's the beginning of the major arcana, but it's depicted as this little child here. So some of you might be focusing in on having a family, on having a baby, or your children. If you've got kids, there's a strong emphasis on your children, on your family, wanting to spend time with them, wanting to give to them, wanting to be around them, and maybe wanting to start some sort of new cycle here or some kind of new beginning around family relationships or connections. Because your overarching feeling is that you want balance, or that there is balance. So I feel like for the next 7 days is going to be a time of balance for you. It's going to be a time of harmony. And maybe that is about also you creating that yourself by reaching out to others, by connecting with others, by maybe deciding to have a new beginning with others. That's going to bring things into harmony and into balance. Because in the family room, it's a cozy setting. It's a setting of harmony and peace. You know, when we sit in our living room, that's when we feel the most relaxed, don't we? So I feel like that is what's coming up for you for the next 7 days. And that's maybe what you're wanting to achieve as well. Maybe you're wanting to be generous as well with the Gebo here. That could also be what's going on. It may be as well that with the Gebo, you know, you're wanting a little bit of give and take because the Gebo is also about partnerships. It's about give and take and balance. So maybe there's a focus on either you wanting a bit of give and take in your relationships, or there is give and take in your relationships. There is balance and harmony. So overall, it looks like a great, looks like a lovely time. But there is a strong emphasis on relationships and connections, particularly with family as well, I think. But let's see what is the opportunity for you for the next 7 days. So what's the opportunity for pile number 2 over the next 7 days? What is their opportunity, please, for the next 7 days? Which is all rebirth. Yeah, there's something about, it could be that there's some opportunity to transform something, to maybe reconcile, have a new beginning, connect with people that you have lost touch with, or have a new start with someone in particular, or just some people in your either family or in your friendship network or something. There's definitely transformation here. That is the opportunity. And maybe you're going to instigate that by connecting and reaching out to somebody, possibly. Or maybe they're going to reach out to you. Maybe there's some sort of communication going on. But let's get out, what is the opportunity for pile number 2 for next week? What's not for next week, for the next 7 days? What's the opportunity for the next 7 days for pile number 2, please? I feel like it's that one and that one. Let's see what they are. So we've got the Knight of Wands and the 4 of Swords. The Queen of Swords. I mean, there's something definitely about doing the right thing here, because the Queen of Swords always does the right thing. I feel like, you know, maybe someone's coming towards you here with the Knight of Rods, which is the Knight of Wands. It could be that somebody's coming towards you that you've been out of reach or out of contact for a long time with, the 4 of Swords here. Right, so maybe and it does go with the whole rebirth thing. So it might be that someone is connecting with you, or you're making a connection with somebody in the next 7 days, and that's an opportunity where the situation has been asleep, or you've not been in touch. Maybe you've been on pause, or there's been some respite in the situation, and it's going to wake up. So again, that doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be anyone that you've lost touch with, that maybe you've been thinking about, or that is going to come forwards in some way towards you. It's going to move towards you, with a view to trying to ignite the situation again. They try to ignite the situation again. Maybe try to be with this little, because immediately when I said that as well, I don't know if you can see on this little on this Queen of Swords, she's got this tiny little white dot right over her throat chakra. So this person might want to say something to you, might want to talk to you, might want to connect with you, be honest and open and truthful with you. I feel like for many of you, it's someone from the past or someone that you've lost touch with. And again, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. But it might be a person that who you enjoyed their company, they were very exciting, you like being around them, they've got a real joie de vivre, they're somebody who's a lot of fun, somebody who's very courageous, confident. I feel as well, though, you're also being asked to be a bit discerning, maybe, if this person comes towards you. It is an opportunity. It is a chance for rebirth, for sure, to reignite the situation. But with the Queen of Swords being the overarching energy, I would say, just take your time there. Don't rush things. And that could also be why you've got the Four of Swords. You don't need to rush into anything. You can just hear them out. And you can take your time. I think that's the thing as well to say. But there is definitely someone wanting to reach out or come towards you over the next 7 days who you might have lost touch with, for sure. Okay, so what is the challenges now? So what are the challenges for pile number 2? What are the challenges for pile number 2 for the next 7 days? What's the challenges, please? For pile number 2, so we've got deep being, self-love and acceptance. Card number 44, okay. Let's get out some tarot. Let's see, what are the challenges? What are the challenges for pile number 2? What are the challenges for the next 7 days? So we've got the 9 of Wands. The Father of Swords, which is the King of Swords. And the Ace of Wands. And the Daughter of Swords is the Page of Swords. I feel like the challenge, this thing might be an opportunity, but I think it's also a challenge for you as well. Because it could be this person or this new beginning, right, that this person is wanting, this rebirth. There could be some heaviness attached to it for you. So maybe if there's a reconciliation, it might have been that there was a lot of heaviness attached to it with the 9 of Wands here. There might have been a lot of, because there's always a reason as to why we lose touch with people. So it could be that there's a lot of difficulty or pain or sharpness that went on in it. There might be, there might be potential for light again in it, but there's also, maybe you're also thinking of what's gone on before. Maybe there was some deception as well that went on before in this situation, because there's an emphasis here on truth, really. And there's an emphasis here, I think I said here, there's an emphasis on truth. So I feel like maybe you're a little bit, the challenge is you wondering about whether you can believe this person, whether maybe you've done a lot of healing since being in connection with this person. Maybe you've done a lot of healing, maybe you're much more confident in yourself, and maybe you're worried that if they come back, or if you reunite with them, or you reignite the situation with them, that somehow that's going to sabotage where you've got yourself at the moment, the good place that you've got yourself in at the moment. So I think what you're being asked to do with the Daughter of Swords here, which is the Page of Swords, is, I get what I was saying here, is to take your time, is to gather the information. Don't let yours, because this person might want to rush here. This person might just want to rush back in to the situation. And what you're being asked to do is to be reflective. So your challenge, I think, for next week is, or what the challenges are for you, is that you might feel drawn to this person, but you're also very, very, very wary. You're a bit wary. And that might be why you're over energy, you want in balance, because maybe it's kind of knocking you out of balance a little bit. Maybe you're, there's something about you wanting to be wise this time around. So you're thinking about all of that, and it could be knocking you out of balance a little bit. And that could be the challenge here. But your advice is to do your research on this person, is to, yeah, is to not get carried away maybe with their enthusiasm or their passion or their desire, even though you might feel it with the Ace of Wands here, is to just take your time and do all the, what's that underneath? Yeah, because you've got the Seven of Swords there. Right, so there might be been some trickery or some deceit or dishonesty with this person. They may have done something that you didn't like, and that's why you came into separation from them, or they may be a bit crafty, or you might intuitively know that about them, so you're being asked to be wise, and it might be that them coming back in is knocking you out of balance, and so you have to, even though you might feel an attraction to this person as well if it's a romantic connection, but you have to be really discerning, certainly. And that might be tricky with this person, because it might be tricky for you to just get them to give you a straight answer. Yeah, you might feel they're still not able to be honest and truthful. Okay, so just to be aware of that. Now, what don't you see coming? What doesn't pile number 2 see coming? What don't they see coming? In a child, which is allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Okay. Let's have a couple of these. So let's see. I'm going to push this. I'm going to see if I can move this over a little bit so we've got a bit more space maybe to push that up. There, perfect. Let's see, so I'm going to push this right up there. What doesn't pile number C2 see coming? What don't they see coming? What don't they see coming? So we've got Justice and the Fool. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck we've got the Page of Swords, and I'm going to do the advice and outcome before I talk about that. So let's see, what's the advice and outcome for pile number 2 for the next 7 days? What's the advice and outcome? We have Transformation, card number 22. And, okay, let me see if I can quickly get myself another deck, pile number 2. Just bear with me here. Okay, back in the room. So what is the advice and outcome for pile number 2? The advice and outcome. We have the 2 of Cups. Oh gosh, the Sun. And the Hermit. Right, okay. And the overarching is the World. So I feel like what you don't see coming is it's definitely got something to do with this relationship or this connection from the past. And I think the challenges are that you are very suspicious of this person, and you know, you're unsure of them. You're unsure of whether this is going to work out for you or not. But I think what you don't see coming is that it is going to work out, all right? And it goes back to your overall energy, which is balance. You've got the Justice card here. So over the next 7 days, things are going to work out. You are going to get a balanced new beginning. And it might feel like a bit of a risk, but it's a journey. It's a rebirth. I feel like for many it might be a reconciliation of some kind. And that is coming in for you, for sure. And you've got the Page of Swords, which is somebody reaching out, communicating with you, sending you a message. And I think it's what I was saying before. Coming forwards towards you and connecting, and that's what you don't see coming. This offer of a new beginning, this new chance to be balanced, to have a balanced new beginning. Now the outcome is that it will be you will transform. It will transform. Okay, you are going to have a transformative moment with this person. We've got the 2 of Cups and the Sun, right? So I feel like there is going to be a reunion, there is going to be happy times, you are going to get this balance that you want, it is going to be reciprocated, it is going to feel fantastic. So I feel that this person is someone, you know, that you are going to have some sort of transformative relationship with. And this time around, because you've got the Hermit, I feel like it's going to be wiser and deeper, right? So although you do need to do your research on this person, you do need to be honest, make sure that they're honest and truthful. But I think the outcome of that will be that they are, really, because maybe they've done healing, maybe you've done healing, and maybe they just still have a huge amount of desire here for you with the Knight of Wands. But it is going to be, it's going to work out. The relationship is going to work out. It's going to be great, and it's going to be wiser. You're going to both be wiser this time round, I want to say, because we've got the World card here, which is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of another. So it makes me feel that this connection, or these connections are going to move into a new cycle, a better cycle. Based on maybe both of you having gained wisdom in the time that you were apart, and maybe realising as well, having a realisation how much you mean to each other with the Sun and the Two of Cups. But anyway, pile number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do give me a loving thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey pile number 3, welcome back to your reading. So today we are doing immediate messages from Spirit for you, what you need to know and hear for the next 7 days. So you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is card number 23 with Courthouse. Okay, and also with the zebra Jasper here. Just put that there for the moment. So how is everyone? Is everyone doing good? I hope so. Sending you all my love and light as always, and reminding you, of course, that today is a general reading. So just take the messages that resonate with you. So the way that I'm going to do this reading is I'm going to look at the general energy over the next 7 days. Then we're going to look at the opportunities, the challenges, what you don't see coming, and advice and outcome. So for the overall energy, I'm going to use this card. So we've got the word courthouse. So maybe the next 7 days there's something official going on for you. Maybe some paperwork. Maybe you're waiting on some decision. Maybe you are literally in court for some of you, I don't know. But it feels very official here, doesn't it? Feels very legal. You might be involved in certain legal things, and that could be anything to do with any kind of contract or anything like that, or some legal or official something official, paperwork maybe, like I said. But anyway, let's put that there, and let's get out some other cards. We'll put our Jasper, our zebra Jasper, on there as well. Okay, now 23 does cancel down to 5. And 5 is about challenges and change. So maybe some things are a little bit challenging, or they have been challenging. But let's get out a rune card for you for the next 7 days. So what is the rune? What's the immediate, what's the energy really, rather? Pile number 3 over the next 7 days. What's the energy? Let's take that one, which is Thurisaz. I think that's the thorn, isn't it, with the wolf here? It's like a thorn. Anyway, let me just get some tarot out here. So what is the general energy over the next 7 days for pile number 3? We have the Queen of Good Cheer, which is the Queen of Cups. And we have the World. And we have the 3 of Canes, which is the 3 of Swords. Okay, let's also get out your opportunity before we say anything. So what's the opportunity for pile number 3 in the next 7 days? What is their opportunity for the next 7 days? Let's see what that is. Luck. Okay. Okay, luck. That's pretty good, isn't it? Put that there. Okay, so let's get out. What was the opportunity for pile number? I'm going to move this over slightly so we've got a bit more space. All right, okay. What is the opportunity for pile number 3 over the next 7 days? What's the opportunity? We have the 10 of Cups. We have the 9 of Swords. And we have the Ace of Cups. Oh, okay. Right, let's take a little look at this. Okay, pile number 3. So what I feel over the next 7 days is for many of you there's some sort of ending of a painful cycle for you, because the overarching energy is the 3 of Canes, which is heartache. 3 of Canes is 3 of Swords, which is heartache, loss, separation and pain, right? And that might be what's kind of in the situation at the moment. But I feel like that's coming to an end, and it could be something official. So for many of you, it might be the ending of a difficult relationship, or the ending of a difficult situation, maybe the ending of a difficult job, something official, because 3 sense is about protection. It can be a little bit of a pain, right? But it's basically protection. You are protected here. So I feel like you've been protected. And you are actually going to, with the Queen of Good Cheer, become balanced again, right? Through this thing, whatever it is, through this situation, which is causing you pain. So if you can resonate with something, maybe that's official in some way. So that could be a job, a career, a relationship, a marriage, something like that, where you might have been waiting for news, possibly, about it. I feel like it's coming to a final end, and you're going to feel, look at these cards, you're going to feel happy because of that. You're going to feel happy because of that. And maybe there was some uncertainty with it, some doubts, some fears. You weren't sure how things were going to go down, but it's actually, you're protected, and it's actually coming to an end. It's closing down. So whatever is painful, difficult, whatever cycle has been painful, difficult, and I feel like the other way of reading the Court House, it could be it's an official end of something. Yeah, it's a major end in some way in your life, which has basically been difficult, and you're reaching balance as a result of that. And your opportunity is to release yourself, right? With the luck, you've got luck, so luck is on your side. You're definitely getting what you want in this situation. And with the Nine of Swords is about feeling stuck. But this is in the opportunity position. So I feel like there's a chance to release yourself through feeling love again. So maybe you're feeling lighter again. Maybe you are starting something new. The other thing as well is that you are releasing something that is old, that's not what you want anymore. So for some of you, a good example of that might be that you are releasing a marriage, a relationship, a connection, which has been painful, difficult, and you're finally letting that go so that you can begin again here with the Ace of Cups, have a new start, feel happy again, maybe have a new beginning in love, feel emotionally balanced, feel really, really, really happy, because that is what the Ten of Cups is. Feel really, really, really happy. And release the bonds that have been keeping you stuck. Maybe with the Nine of Swords coming here, that sense of stuckness has taught you a lot. Maybe you feel like you've grown a lot, you've developed a lot because of that sense of being stuck, or that sense of difficulty. Maybe there's been a huge opportunity for you to learn and grow. But I would say it's also an opportunity for you to release the bonds of feeling stuck, and to feel happy again, to feel like love is possible again, or to feel like happiness is possible again for you. Okay, fantastic. So now let's have a look and see what the challenges are, what the challenges for the next 7 days. What is the challenge for pile number 3 for the next 7 days? What are their challenges? And what challenges there for them for the next 7 days? We have, this came out in pile number 2. Was it pile number 2 or pile number 1? I can't remember. Actually, did it come out? Maybe it didn't. Sorry, enter, I can't remember. Enter at your own risk, which has got pause here. Okay. Enter at your own risk, pause. Card number 11. Maybe you feel like there's some threat or something around you. Maybe you feel like there's some threat around you. Anyway, let's get some tarot. What is the challenges for pile number 3 in the next 7 days? What are their challenges? We have the Two of Cups, the Four of Swords. What is their challenge? And we have 6 of I think that's the 6 of Wands. Let me just check on that pile number 3. Okay, I just wanted to check on that pile number 3. Yes, that is the 6 of Wands. So let me just have a look at the bottom of the deck. What's at the bottom of the deck? And the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so let's have a look and see here. I feel like we're slightly out of focus, aren't we? Let me just wonder if that's going to change it at all. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully that will come back into focus soon. So what is your challenge? I feel like your challenge is some sort of relationship here. Maybe you're worried about a relationship. You're worried about entering into a relationship. So maybe the opportunity here is a chance for a new relationship or something new here for you to feel really happy about. But there's a challenge to it as well. So there's an opportunity for you, but there's also a challenge. So maybe you're worried about this relationship. Maybe you're worried that it's not going to be successful, that you're worried about whether you should invest in it. Maybe this is something to do with a reconciliation. So maybe there's a challenge. Maybe you're challenged about, because it does say enter at your own risk pool. So maybe you've got some worries or concerns about a relationship or relationships generally. Maybe relationships where you have been in separation from them. So I suppose one example might be that, you know, you finish something, you're ending something official here, maybe something that's caused you pain, if it's a relationship. There's the opportunity of a new relationship, maybe it's somebody from the past, a reconciliation, but you're concerned about it, you're worried about it, you think it's you're challenged by the possibility of it, because maybe you feel there's certain risks to it, maybe it's been in separation for a long time. There's some sort of, maybe you're worried that it won't, that there's some risk to it. There's some danger to it in some way. And maybe you are, as a result, thinking you should take it slowly with the 7 of Pentacles here. You should, you want to take things slowly in some way with the 7 of Pentacles here. Well, like one step at a time sort of thing. Okay, so it's an opportunity. So it could be that it's a relationship here or a start for new love or whatever, but it's also a challenge for you. Maybe just because you've been hurt. Maybe you've been hurt. Maybe you see danger because you've had that hurt, and you feel for this person, but maybe you are. Maybe you're worried it might come into separation again, or it won't work or something. So that's the challenge there. Let's have a look and see what you don't see coming. So what doesn't pile number 3 see coming? What don't they see coming? So we've got grief. Tears are what happens when the ice in the heart melts. Interesting. Let's put that there. Let's get out some tarot. So what doesn't pile number 3 see coming? What don't they see coming? We've got a Hermit, and we've got the World here. What's at the bottom? The Ace of Wands. So you definitely don't see this ending of a cycle. I think, which is what we sort of touched on here. So something coming to an end, which is bringing you pain. But you don't see that coming here, because the Hermit is about being on your own and the World is about the ending of a cycle. And the overarching energy is a new beginning. So maybe what you don't see coming is the ending of this painful cycle, and then having the chance for a brand new passionate beginning, a new chance, a new opportunity. So maybe the opportunity is that you're getting offered something in love. So maybe you're ending something, coming out of something, some sort of cycle. The opportunity is that you are being offered a brand new opportunity in love. Maybe it was something that kept you stuck before. So maybe it's a reconciliation or something. And the challenges are that you're a little bit wary of it. You're wary of it. You're wondering whether it can be successful. Maybe you've been in separation for a long time. For many of you, it might be someone coming back in from the past. And what you don't see coming is the ending of this painful period and a brand new chance here with the Ace of Wands to start something new, to start something passionate. Okay, so let us now see what is the advice and outcome for pile number 3. What's their advice and outcome? What is their advice and outcome? And maybe there is some grief with the letting of this go. We've got the grief card. So maybe there is some grief. There is some heartache. Maybe you just want to let this go, because I see this with the Queen of Cups here being, celebrating almost. So maybe there is something around celebrating, letting this painful situation go. Maybe you've been wanting to do that for quite some time. But what you don't see coming is that there's also a little bit of grief. Because, when we do let things go, no matter how difficult they are, they can affect us as well in that way. So maybe you're not expecting that, but that's also what you're feeling. What's the outcome and advice for pile number... Oh, we seem to have 2. I'm going to take them. What's the outcome and advice for pile number 3? We have joy. Card number 42. That's lovely. Joy. And we have growth. Right. So, you're definitely going to have a good outcome here. It's definitely very positive for you. It's definitely a positive outcome. It's going to lead to joy. It's going to lead to growth. It's going to lead to all this happiness here, for sure. But, there might be, you might go through some feelings of upset as well. Like I say, when you end something, when something is released, sometimes that does happen. But the overall outcome is joy and growth. Let's get some cards out here. So what is the outcome and advice for pile number 3? We have the Tower. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay. And the overarching energy is the Sun. So you're definitely going to feel happy. The Joy card and the Sun. There's definitely going to be a sense of happiness. I feel like you've released something. You've let something go that just had to be let go of. And that goes with your overarching energy. You've let something go that had to be let go of. There was no more holding on to it. You couldn't hold on to it anymore. So it's something maybe, and that could go with the courthouse, something that was stable, settled, established, is now in this, time being released. It has to happen kind of thing. So a foundation has been rocked, but it has to happen. And so it means that you now have a chance to reinvest in yourself, to have a chance to grow things again, to grow things for you, to build things up again for yourself, to rebuild, if you like, because that's the 7 of Pentacles. And for you to be successful, for you to feel happy in yourself, for you to feel confident and acknowledged and, stand in your own power again. So I feel like the next 7 days, there's something that happens, some sort of decision or something that allows you to let go of something painful and difficult finally, so that you can move into, a place of reinvestment in yourself, which is going to make you happier, for sure. But anyway, pile number 3, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do give me a loving thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.